Well, good morning, everybody, and I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to tune in and watch my short video today. And of course, I am happy to reach out to the community due to some financial hardships that have recently taken place here within the last 2 years that has been pretty devastating when it comes to my overall livelihood. Back in March of 2023, I purchased a home and later found out that the property had some inherited issues that should have been disclosed in the seller's disclosures. Unfortunately for me, it was not. Even though I took all the proper channels necessary as far as getting my inspection report, doing my due diligence, doing what I needed to do on my end to make a sound determination, still the previous seller, which I would not disclose due to litigation facts, unfortunately did not disclose these material facts, and it took my savings for a whirlwind. Unfortunately, I found out that the tub drain was leaking, causing a bunch of water to go through the walls after some repairs that I had made right after, closing. Unfortunately for me, as it turns out, not even 6 months even being in the place, unfortunately, I came home one December morning, to be exact, December the 21st, right before Christmas, and found that my house, the kitchen area, unfortunately, was totally flooded. As a direct result, the reason an insurance claim was not filed is due to the fact that I had to dispute some things with LexisNexis because there was some other stuff going on with previous claims attached to this address that was not even associated with me. However, I filed the case. The defendant did get them an attorney. And what's really, really, really unfair is I used the e-file system. And somehow or another, they managed to tweak the system and get out of actually paying the judgment, which was really unfortunate for me because of the fact that I feel like that my case was not properly heard as it should have been, being the fact that they did not, even take into consideration, what my situation was, especially being new to filing a lawsuit, especially using the e-filing system. I was expecting a traditional court date. That did not happen. The defendant's attorney somehow did arrange to get the case dismissed with prejudice. But at the same time, I did provide them with more documentation. It seems like that as I started providing more documentation, that's when we really started to fight a little bit harder. Unfortunately for me as a consumer, it is a very valuable lesson that has been learned. But, due to the things that have been taking place, from one thing after another, a simple snowball that pretty much wiped out my savings. I had to slow down and take some time off and really regroup myself. What I'd like to do for everybody, because I, during COVID, started a art gallery that I was also working on in the process, is every donation that you help me out with, up to my goal of $35,000, unfortunately, for rehab costs, to repair all the molded areas, the plumbing, and to get my home back up into habitable living. So I would say, as a part of to show my appreciation, I am going to send everyone that makes a donation out a beautiful customized painting from the gallery. All of the artwork will be authenticated and digitally signed. So this way, if in the event you decide to resell it at a later time, you can also do that. It's just my way of saying thanks to the community for showing me support and giving me help during a time of need. I realize, Lord, that the economy has just gone from here to here literally overnight. With the sight unseen, uncertainty, there's a lot of things going on in today's world, unfortunately. It really hurts me as a consumer to find these things out, that these particular facts were not disclosed in the seller's disclosures. I later seek help from the Justice Department, in which none was served in my case. Not a good thing. So at this time, as a part of my remodel and repair fund. I'm asking everyone, whether you can donate $1, $5, $10, whatever it takes to help me reach the goal during this time, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm not great at asking for help. I know that may sound a little prideful, but you know, respectfully at this time, I mean, there's really nothing that I can do because my back is simply against the wall. I'm definitely trying to avoid any additional debt at this time. I mean, you know, because I am self-employed. Sometimes things go up and down. However, you know, that's why I'm reaching out again to see if I can get some type of help. I mean, unfortunately, you know, it's bad that, you know, I have to reach out for help, but sometimes when your back is like literally against the wall, you're in a crunch, and things take a snowball effect. What else can we do? After all, you know, I've had to pay it forward in my lifetime, and you know, unfortunately, the situation here, you know, definitely was not a good situation. I mean, both bathrooms damaged. Of course, the main one, of course, the tub is leaking, unfortunately. And these were things that the inspector was not able to see, but it, you know, report, you know, does talk about certain areas of the ceiling in my kitchen that had been painted. Obviously, they were not painted to give the house a fresh look. However, you know, things happen, life happens. But to all of those prospective people out there, let this be a lesson as well. Sometimes we're, you know, the battle is not ours. You know, we have to just leave it in a higher power's understanding. And in this case, it ended up not being mine, based on the fact that, you know, they didn't really do the material evidence. And, you know, e-filing is something new in my situation. I'm used to traditional court dates, different things of that nature, which I never even got any written correspondence at all. So the only thing I actually got was emails, and you know, that right there alone, you know, never indicated a court date, none of that good stuff. So here I am, back to square one, back to the drawing board. But I am asking the community for your help to help me reach $35,000 so that I can go ahead and start the renovation process and move forward with my life. Of course, as you know, you got your mold, the areas behind the stove and refrigerator area, and where cabinets are coming down. Just a total nightmare. But at the end of the day, it's all good. I'm still here, still blessed, living another day. But as we have it, unfortunate times, but I'm thankful. And again, everybody, I appreciate you so much. Please like, subscribe, and share. Well, like and share the video. And I thank you all, even just for prayers and support as well. So, you know, with that being said, all of your donations help. And one thing about it, we're going to make sure that we give you a piece of artwork that you will remember from our branded gallery here by Monet Wilson, none other. Again, to show my appreciation for community members like you helping pay it forward in a time of need. Again, I thank you so much. Enjoy your day. May God be with you. Blessed, strong, and powerful.